I'm safe. Hi guys, just got back from a shoot now, but after the shoot I went to my favorite place in the whole wide world, my local camera store, Orms. Thanks Orms. It's not a plug, it's not a, haven't been paid, just saying thanks, because wonderful service from Eddie. So let me show you. So lovely, lovely, lovely. And M6. There's my light stand. And everything seems to be fine and okay. Great. Yeah. It was a wonderful shoot. Great shoot. I shot the kids fashion for Nigeria and Uganda today. So now I'm tired. So let me just settle in, then I can tell you why I got the M6. It's not as a replacement to my Canon 5D Mark IV. Yeah, let's discuss it.
I can't
So, the M6, I can't see that, yeah. M6, why did I get the M6? So, I've been complaining to you guys that the Sony that I've been vlogging with has got a bit of a problem with the focus. And with vlogging, I like to actually keep it, I wouldn't admit this just to anyone, but I'd like to keep it in the autofocus, and that autofocus doesn't work properly. It also had a bit of an issue with the lens. There's no stabilizing the lens. It's just got a problem. It's also, the size is huge, so vlogging with that camera is not the best. So that's why I decided to go with the M6. The M6 as well is not a replacement for my 5D, but it is going to be a camera B, because when I went on that Africa shoot a few weeks ago, retail space within my baggage was was prime, so I couldn't take lots and lots of gear. So I needed something that was just quick and easy, just in case my camera went down, and luckily it didn't go down. And that's why the M6 would have been perfect. The other reason, this is not solely for vlogging, when I have the Sony NEX 20 VG20, it's too big. I'm sitting in an airplane with a camera this size, with a bendy tripod that size. Eventually I've got this huge thing like this, and I must now try and find a bag for that as well, which just becomes a nightmare. The VG20 is also 16.1 megapixels, and the M6 is a 24 megapixel actually. There's the camera. I'm still using the VG to vlog with. Now, one thing that this camera has or that the people who do use it have a problem with, is the flippy uppy screeny. Because when you try and put your road, I'm sure you guys have seen thousands of vlogs of people complaining about this. Flippy screeny, the mic gets in the way of the flippy screeny. Flippy, uppy, screeny. See? So I can't see anything. So, even with the windsock off, it's pretty windy outside here today, but even with the windsock off, see what happens? You can't see yourself. So what I did was, I just got a straight bracket as well. Straight bracket, straight flash. I've seen lots of other guys do put Velcro strips on the sides of the cameras, and they hack into it that way. I just don't like it. That ends up looking like a hack job. So I got this. For another reason, that it protects the bottom of the camera as well. And it makes it really easy to attach a mic. So I'm trying to do this with one hand. There's a lot of things you can do with one hand. Focus. Right, in any case, so it's the mic on. Right, okay, mic goes there. Cool. Here we go. Flippy uppy screeny. Mic is here. That's easy. So when I see you next, I'm going to be filming on here, and we're going to see if the audio is good enough, and also if the picture is good enough. So yeah, let's have a look. 5, 4, 3, 2. So now we're on the M6, and as easy as that. Let me check. Right, I've got it on the same little tripod. So this gives me an opportunity to show you guys. This is what I was vlogging on for all that time. So can you imagine this with I don't have pants on. With the other tripod, bendy tripod, was standing about there, talking to myself like this. And yeah, that's a bit big, it's a bit huge. Also, the lens had a bit of an issue. And the other problem with this is that it just doesn't do well in low light situations. It also, another thing, is when anything is backlit, this takes forever to try and find the subject again. And 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whenever I bought this, This is a really great camera. As a run and gun, I could give it to a crew member. You could go and do B-roll footage, pick up shots, cutaways, things like that. But technology's moved on so much that you don't have to be asked, not asked, asked, as in asked, to try and fix up the footage from you. And now it actually looks horrible compared to the other footage. So if I have an intern or some student that comes along and goes out with us and so on, I will give them this to practice on, because a shitty camera teaches you a lot about what kind of filmmaker you're going to be. So in any case, this is the M6, loving it already, and it's only been a few hours. What can I say? I've got the hot shoe bracket attached. I've got my mic on the side, the Rode Micro Mini, and yeah, man, I'm freaking loving it. So I will take you guys, maybe I'll find a mirror somewhere when I've got pants on, and I'll show you the tripod. But I really, really, really recommend this camera for any vlogger and for anyone who's trying to pick up any kind of B-roll. This camera is so easy to carry around and pick up B-roll with. You don't need a big rig. It's got its image stabilization. I've taken the image stabilization off on the actual body, and I'm only using the lens at the moment, because the image stabilization on the body, it does an automatic crop to kind of keep the frame. So I've taken that off because I don't really like that. But it's I can't recommend it enough, man. As a filmmaker, I'm telling you guys, this thing rocks. Other than that, sweet. So now I have a dilemma. I shot about 5 different vlogs on the couple of shoots that I've been on. I've just been so busy, I haven't had an opportunity to actually put them all together. And they were quite cool, because they were shoots in Johannesburg, they were shoots in out in the Winelands again. There was no fun little motorbike rides or things like that, or lots of playing around, but they were so filled with lots of cool things, man, and lots of cool people I wanted to introduce you guys to, who kind of make up my day of production. And they were shot on the VG, and now, since I've been working on this little Canon M6, I'm embarrassed by that footage, because the quality is just not as good as the M6. So I just can't even bring myself to edit that footage. I hate it. Yeah, it's a thing. Who knew? It's a thing. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. But maybe one day, I'll actually just put it together. When all this work just kind of clears, and I've got a chance to put it together, I'll put it together. I did a little bit of it when I told you guys to stay tuned for what happens next. If you can remember that vlog at all. But yeah, I gotta be honest, this M6 just is unbelievable. It's the smallest package that I mean, if I was using my 5D and it's an amazing camera, and it's got a huge depth of field, and it's got amazing bokeh. But it's great. But this thing, I'd say it's on par, man, because it's amazing footage, and this is a cropped sensor. It's the ease of use with this M6, the fact that I can whip it out anywhere. It's got a flippy screen, not to the side, but to the top, so I can actually, it's a touch screen as well. I can see what I'm doing. The fact that this camera's got interchangeable lenses that are pretty good. I mean, this on here now is the 11 to 22, and it is unbelievable. And for example, the footage which I did with the little fun truck fun day, and the flat track racing, was I thought the only way I could get footage like that was on my 5D and a like. And yeah, man, I'm just so surprised. So surprised. I love this thing. I love it so much. I actually want to buy another one and put another lens on there and not disturb this camera. I'm also actually thinking of getting if this is this good, of getting the G7X, because I did that the Cape Town Marathon, and if I had the G7X, I'd actually be able to run with the camera. This thing I don't want to run with because it still has a lens that's quite sizable when you're trying to keep weight down. Even though this lens is really small, it's a lens. I don't want to run with it. Anything can happen. So yeah, there's that. So the point of this entire thing was I really don't want to edit or even see the footage from the VG, which was this. So sorry Sony, but yeah, it's a thing.